write an amazing paragraph. Can you say ooh? Can you say ah? So today we are going to find the best way to hook your reader. Can you make a little hook on your finger for me? We're gonna hook our reader. Not yourself. Well, you might want to hook yourself, but you don't want to. We're going to learn how to hook our reader by making them extremely interested in their story. Go back into hookup. Back into hookup so we're not tempted to touch any of our friends. We're going to learn what it takes to make the most amazing beginning any reader has ever read. What do you think is the first part of writing a really amazing story? We kind of touched on it yesterday. Raise your hand if you think you have an idea of how to hook your reader. Devin, what do you think? How should we hook our reader?
Interesting title.
Ooh, an interesting title. I haven't even written that yet. Interesting title. That would get us into our story really well. What's the maybe second thing we could do when we're reading or writing a paragraph to get our audience hooked into what we're learning? Austin?
Hook them.
Hook them with what words? What words are we going to use to hook our readers?
Details.
Oh, details about what?
About the thing that you're reading. The story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Details about the story. So could we say fun facts? Fun facts about the story. What else could we use, Anya? Can you say that a little louder? Facts. I love that you just said facts because, well, if we're in, I'm going to bold it though because fun facts are really good, but if you embellish them or change them, that's not necessarily true, and then your article is not true. Really good point. What else could we use to make our readers super interested in reading our article? Easton?
A good conclusion sentence?
Oh, that would be good to make them wrap up with like a thought at the end. But what should we start them with though? Levi?
Like the detail for the books.
Detail for the book. But what specifically, if you're looking at my example or your example, could we talk about, Devin?
Topic sentence.
A topic sentence is the second thing we're going to include in our writing. But there's one thing before we tell our reader what our writing is going to be about. There's one thing before. Emiliana? And we've got a title. It's in between the title and the topic sentence. Easton?
The cover.
Not a cover. Emiliana?
The author and illustrator.
Well, that also is going to be there, but that first sentence should be something to grab your reader. What could that be?
Maybe a comment, scenes and differences.
Similarities and differences, that would be a topic sentence, but we're still not getting there for hard.
An introduction.
An introduction, but how are we going to make our reader want to know more about the text? Kyler?
A topic, non-topic sentence, like something that, like a new fact that you're not going to tell the story.
Ooh, a new fact that you're not going to tell in a story, or a... What am I?
Oh. Did you know?
A did you know? Which would be a, Shabani? A question! Woohoo! We love to hook our readers by asking a question. It could be a short story or a fun fact, but it could be a, did you know that musical instruments are made out of gourds in other areas? Did you know that?
No.
I didn't know that before reading that story, and I found that really interesting. So I might tell my reader, hey, did you, kind of like a whisper, hey, did you know that musical instruments were made out of gourds? Did you know that?
Could you say fruit?
Or fruit. So that could be a hook to your paragraph. Devin?
Another
Olivia, the top of a question mark, it does look like Captain Hook's hook. So that's a good mnemonic device is what that's called to hook us into our writing. So your task today is going to be to make sure you're hooking your reader into your paragraphs by adding a really fun fact or a question and then telling them, today you're going to read about similarities and differences between two different cultures. Then you can follow the sentence stems in your paragraph to keep writing. And you'll wrap up with a conclusion. Questions about hooks or introductions before we get started into our writing? Easton?
What if we finished our introduction sentence? Can we start if we finish that, what do we do? And also I have another question. What is this place in the chair for?
What's the place in the chair?
This box right here.
Oh, when you're done writing your article, that's a great transition. When you're done writing your article, there's two boxes you need to write your article on. The left side and the right side. You're going to conclude your article on the right side. You're going to add a picture about, maybe it could be a picture from Africa. It could be one of those, what's that instrument called? Pluri-arc.
Or you could draw a gourd.
Or a gourd, but it would be a pluri-arc would be the musical instrument. Then you get to move on to the traditions article down below. Okay, what are you guys going to be doing first? You're going to write which article are you going to write first?
Traditions article.
Next, you're going to write the fun traditions article. You're comparing the two. All right, I will take a group who wants help over here. So if you want some help, please come over and meet me at this table. And if you're ready to start working, you can work on your own.